¿Cómo estás, Mr. Garcia? How's it going? I apologize, I haven't sent you yet the calendar invite for Saturday, but we will definitely be proceeding Saturday, so you can get ready for Saturday morning, and then we will begin. Estoy bien. Yo, it's difficult. Estoy también. Estoy también, hombre. This is from the Downfall solo of Children of Bodom. It's such a quick piece, but I struggle with it a little bit. Okay, not a little bit, a lot of bit. Like it's just. So the difficult part for me is now, if I play all four fingers, like that, it's really difficult for me because I'm not used to playing four notes on one string, four separate notes on one string, or four separate frets on one string. And the only way I normally have practiced that was. But now I have to take that and I have to shift some of the notes. So I have to go, instead of, which is something I have zero muscle memory of. So I keep defaulting or reverting to, because I mean we all did that exercise like way too many hours. But now I have to rewire my brain to not default to that position, but to now allow for provision for this. It's a bit more difficult lower because now the stretch, the total amount of frets you have to stretch is a bit wider. Up here it's still a decent, but difficult, but like it's easier than down there. So just then I have to go. Yeah, 4 notes per string. Yeah, but not in the sense that it's like. It's 4 frets per string, which is a bit different. Like if it's just like that's still fine. And now I have to go. Like that's a bit different for my left hand. Ugh. So it's some bad habits that I have to unlearn. But yeah, as soon as I unlearn this, this new sort of wiring in my brain will overflow to a bunch of other things as well. So I won't be I won't be locked into the default. So, yeah. And this arpeggio is, this thing is rough for me. Especially because it's high, so my fingers have to sort of be very close together, and then it's like. Is the left hand or right hand usually weaker when picking? Right hand by far. The right hand is where 90% of your problems will come from. The left hand is sort of secondary to what the right hand is doing, but there's three main elements involved in this whole thing. There's the picking hand, the fretting hand, and then the synchronization of the two. And you can practice each of these separately. You first need to develop your picking hand and your fretting hand, and then you can put them together. Otherwise, you think your problem is, let's say, synchronization, where it could be picking or fretting. So normally practice them individually. Where I did it for quite a while was just you eliminate the fretting hand entirely and just go. If that sounds too bad, you can just add notes. Or go, if I had to do like a 3-note per string thing, like I don't want to focus now on my hand synchronization or my fretting of my left hand, so I'm just going to go. So you see, like my right hand still needs some work, and I'm not even yet synchronizing my left hand with it or fretting. Not even yet doing that. So now, in this isolated way of practicing, you can expose the weaknesses that you have for your individual elements. Otherwise, your brain treats this entire payload as a bundle of things, and it can't really decipher where the problem is. So the same with the left hand. The left hand stuff you can do very, very slowly and then in bursts. But you need to make sure that your right hand is also operational when it comes to it. But like play very, very slowly, like play the note. That's fine. Or is it? That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. So there's all these micro elements involved with your fretting hand as well. But you don't want to push your right hand if you're practicing your left hand. So like I won't. The hardest thing to do really is a string change. So if I'm practicing my left hand, I'll probably stay on one string. So like. A very bad habit that beginners have when they're doing something like this is lifting the index finger. Doing this. You don't have to, because the vibration is going from the highest note that you're playing on a string all the way here to the magnet that's picking up the sound. Everything that happens behind this vibration will not be picked up by the pickups. So you can rest your index finger there and then pick the next one. You don't have to execute two motions. You can execute one motion. So even though I'm playing two different notes, I'm only executing one sort of thing with one finger. So you see my index finger is staying there. And then it can happen as well if you're going ascending with 3 notes. So like, and then you see my middle finger still on that fret because I'm gonna go. I don't want to go. Then I have to execute all these motions at the same time, where I can just go. Oh, what's up, Suki? Goeiemorgen. Hoe gaan het met jou, meneer? Die man van India. You play the modes from 1st to 6th string. It gets boring sounding after a while. Yeah, no, it'll definitely get boring sounding. Like if you just go. One thing you can do, if you want to mix it up a little bit, is you can do it in thirds. So let's say you start with your major scale, your Ionian mode. So that's normally just. But now start with your pinky. So you have a cycle of 3s. So like you start here. Sorry, cycle of 4s. So. So each time you take the scale sequence and you shift the group of 4 1 note up every time. So your starting note and your ending note will increase by 1 every single time. So that's one way you can make the modes a bit more interesting. You can also do it in 3s. So that can also help quite a bit if just getting a bit boring. Recording Kissing the Shadows. Oh my word, Suki. You're making me so jealous. Flip. Don't even know any theory yet. Managed to play some proper solos. Sweet Child of Art. Oh, dude. Really, really cool. Theory is quite optional at the beginning. Yeah. No, theory is important when you run into obstacles. Like if you can avoid it, it's perfectly fine. Theory is it just contextualizes or uncovers existing frameworks and ideas and a lot of the how. But if you can play stuff, that's actually better because then you won't really get stuck on theory. Good morning, Amit Nandi. How's it going? And the theory is very much optional in the beginning. The theory is the why, and the thing is you won't care about the why until you are able to play something. The only time I look at theory is when I'm trying to see why I'm unable to understand something or play something or learn something in a specific way. Then I look at theory. I don't start with theory and then eventually, okay, let me learn a song. Okay, cool. No, I don't do that. That's really freaking boring. But the cage system is incredible, especially if you want to learn songs faster and just understand a bit more of how things connect on the fretboard. So the cage system is very, very helpful. So yeah, that does contextualize a lot of what you're doing. But the best thing to do is just learn songs. Just learn songs. And bro, it's so hard playing over Alexis solos. I think where the one is, yeah, I get you. Oh, crazy, man. Utilize the circular fifths wheel. Not that much. Like the circular fifths, it's a beautiful model and it's really, really cool. But I don't really think of the circle of fifths when I play. Some players really do. I see the circle of fifths more as I guess a framework for understanding something if you want to extrapolate it to the guitar. But like the circle of fifths doesn't seem visually connected for me on the fretboard. Like I understand how a fifth works, but I like the order of fifths and everything. It's better for me to understand the order of fifths on the guitar than on the chart. And a lot of the things you won't necessarily have to know the actual notes. The most important thing of it is the intervals. So I don't need to know what this note is, but I know that interval was a fifth. What the notes are totally irrelevant to me. I just need to know what distance there is between notes, because if I know how to grasp the distance between notes, what the notes are totally irrelevant. I can just find the first note in the key. Let's say it's E. And then I can build everything around that. Knowing what the notes are very, very cumbersome. It's not as necessary, at least in my experience. Like I need to know what the intervals are. I need to know like that's a major third interval, minor third interval, perfect fourth, diminished fourth, or tritone, fifth, minor sixth, minor sixth. So all these things, knowing the internal configuration between notes is more important than knowing what the notes themselves are. That's the big thing with guitar, because we don't have every single sharp, every single flat, every single natural note looks the same on the fretboard like this. I played a sharp and a flat in between there and the natural notes, and they all look exactly the same. It's just a space on the fretboard. But on piano you have the white keys, which are natural notes, and the black keys, which are your sharps and flats. And the circle of fifths helps a lot with that, because there the actual notes that you're playing is very, very important, because it's not as free as the fretboard. So it's very, very difficult to apply the circle of fifths, at least in my experience, to the fretboard. The best way is just to know the internal configuration between the notes that you're playing. So the intervals. That's by far the most important thing. I almost never think about what are the actual notes that I'm playing. Like if I play this, what are those notes? Frick, I don't know. Let's have a look. So that's an A note. There's a perfect fourth below it. So that's going to be, who cares? It's going to be an E. But I know that there's a space between these two notes. So it's the first three notes of the minor scale, and the next of it as well. So this is my minor scale run that I'm doing now. So more important to know the intervals than the actual notes. It's a very long-winded way of me saying that I sort of do use the circle of fifths, but not really. Basically I have perfect timing. No chords, minor, major 7, dominant. Damn, okay. So major, minor, and pentatonic scales. But now what? I feel like I'm in intermediate void stage. Oh, it's a brutal one. The only way to get out of that is to find songs that you want to learn. So now you're able to play a bunch of theoretical things like your dominant chords, your sevens, your minor sevens, maybe a minor 7 flat 5, some augmented stuff. But find songs that are difficult for you to play. Find songs that are just outside of your ability, and then try learning them. If you can't learn them, or if you can't play them, figure out why. Figure out why these specific songs or these specific sections in the songs are difficult for you. For me, I'm busy going through this arpeggio. And And the thing that's bugging me is going from this to then having to shift my index finger across my middle finger to do this one. There are ways around this, but I want to actually be able to play that. So the thing is, and now I have to analyze, okay, why does that suck? Where's the problem? What's the problem? Like right now there's string noise. And there's a little pause between the one shape and the next one, which I need to get rid of. But why is there that pause? It's because I'm consciously thinking about that thing. It's not yet muscle memory. So I need to make sure that what I'm doing, I don't have to process in real time. I sort of just rely on this bedrock of muscle memory. So I can practice it like this. Because the crossover point is there. I don't have to practice the whole thing. Because like the only problem is maybe like 10% of that entire thing. But now I'm playing the entire thing and I'm not addressing the problem area. So I'm gonna go. See, there's my problem. And now the thing is, if I play the whole string of notes, I can play a lot of good notes, which could hide the problem area that I'm actually encountering. So I need to go. You see, I'm thinking about it because I'm so used to playing this. I'm used to playing that arpeggio, but now I have to break that. I have to go. So it's like the best thing you can do is just learn more songs. That's like 100% what you can do. Find something that's challenging you, and then lock in and stick to it. And then let me know what you struggle with. Do I have any tracks which have count in? Because the song starts directly with drums. I need at least two counts to get ready and stop properly. Ooh. Yeah, I don't suppose they do. I don't suppose there's many of them. I don't have any tracks like that, unfortunately. Like everything just starts immediately. But I set my thing to have a count in. Like if you're gonna add it to your DAW or something, then you can shift the track itself and just give yourself a count in. So that's something you can maybe have a look at. Antimatter. What's up, bro? How's it going? Good to see you too, man. One thing you realize yesterday is learning a solo. I played it properly after a lot of practice, but once I start processing every bit, like pick emotion or question my work, it becomes sloppy. I was wondering, should I economy pick the next step or alternate pick? Meaning your questioning ability really stops you from achieving it. Well, the thing is, questioning your ability is critical because you need to understand which path is going to produce the desired results. Because we see two paths before us, and both of them have walls in front of them. But now, which wall is going to be worth breaking through? Because we don't know necessarily how much further the path continues beyond the wall. So we can break through the one wall and see it's a dead end. But if we break through the other wall, it opens up another landscape for us. So it's not at all a problem spending some time analyzing or questioning your abilities. It's actually very, very important because now you can spend a lot of time breaking through that wall and finding out, it's a dead end. There isn't treasure behind it. But the question about economy picking a note or alternate picking it is a very, very difficult one because economy picking at speed sounds very smooth. If you try to economy pick at a slower speed, because of the way the thing is done in your brain, It'll never be as perfectly consistent as alternate picking. So it depends how much you want to compromise. So it's like, ugh, yeah. But it really depends what the lick is, how difficult it is to do the specific movements and everything. Like if you're going to be analyzing your pick stroke, like I do that all the time. Like with this thing, I know I have to go, and then I have to turn my hand like this, so I can get over the string for alternate pick, or I can just go. That sort of thing. And yeah, have a listen to Finger 11 Paralyzer. It doesn't necessarily have 2 counts before starting, but the intro is very smooth and simple and inviting on the percussion. Could be interesting. So great. Or not, don't have to listen to me ever. Oh man. Oh, wah. Thanks, exactly. Processing economy in slower tempos is kind of boring. Yeah, exactly. I was picking for slow speeds and faster string switches economy. Yeah, like if you ever look at Rick Graham, he is like your economy picking master. He's so good at that stuff. So yeah, no, Rick Graham is definitely one of the guys you can have a look at. But yeah, every player has their own preference. Some things are easier, like Eric Johnson. If I have to do like an Eric Johnson lick, like I'm definitely going to be economy picking it, because you want that sort of slidey motion like that. It's been a while. Slow speed, it's going to be. So I don't want that. If I'm playing it in a slow speed, I'll exactly like you said, but now fast speed. Because the economy strokes can sort of be a lot closer together than the rest of the notes you play. That's something I struggle with, but yeah, I'll definitely work on it. Made a whole bunch of adjustments how you rip through the polyphia crush solid, add some legato. Oh, flip, cool, man. Yeah, like you don't have to alternate pick everything. That can come with time, but as long as you can get through the song. Cool. Yeah. Can I play Kissing in Shadows? Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, I've got to get to work. So yeah, no, I'll see you guys maybe tonight. Just depends on how late rehearsals and everything goes. But yeah, no, thank you all for joining, and I'll see you guys a bit later. Cheers.